Dr. Nazeem Muhajarine, an epidemiologist. Good to have you on the program, and your take on the decision now to shift the province's COVID management over to the Provincial Emergency Operations Centre. Certainly a sign of how serious this actually is.
It really is, Todd. I think, we just heard Premier Moe and Mr. Marlow Pritchard at a press conference announcing this new center, Government Provincial Emergency Operations Center. I would say that it is coming at a height of COVID-19 in Saskatchewan. It reminds me a little bit about arranging deck chairs on the Titanic. It is a bit too late to be doing this, and there's not a lot of clarity about how this new operations center would actually make things immediately better in Saskatchewan. This is coming at a time we are still having 4 times the daily case rates compared to Canada, 6 times daily death rate per capita compared to that of Canada. And as you mentioned, 356 hospitalizations just yesterday. We are in uncharted territory here in Saskatchewan, particularly in regard to ICU bed use and hospitalizations. So this measure in particular is a little bit puzzling, actually, to put it that way, at this stage. And how would this help matters tomorrow, next week, the week after, and in the months to come.
And Dr. Muhajarine, you are in Saskatoon, and I'm just curious what you make of the provincial government rejecting calls to limit gatherings and lockdowns. I mean, big Thanksgiving long weekend coming up. And, I'm just wondering what you make of that decision.
It's perplexing, and that's what it has been throughout the pandemic. In fact, the City Council unanimously through the of Saskatoon, through the mayor, asked for in writing for some restrictions in indoor gatherings be introduced for Saskatoon, which is a hotspot in a province which is the hotspot in Canada, and it was rejected. And no explanation given by the Premier and the government why they are turning down a request from the city for gathering restrictions. What I was hoping, and I think many people in Saskatchewan was hoping today in the news conference, is the introduction of some public health measures, particularly gathering limitations, extending that proof of vaccination policy to schools, and actually taking up on the offer from the federal government for more healthcare workers, frontline healthcare workers, and none of that were announced today, and and it is disappointing to put it quite mildly.
Dr. Muhajarine, thank you so much for taking some time to come on CTV News from Saskatoon and give us your take on the latest in Saskatchewan. We appreciate this.
Thank you for having me, Tom.